Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Raven Maureen, and today I'm going to be sharing with you everything that I made in the month of March and my April sewing plans. So I'm not even going to hold you. Let's go ahead and jump into this. So for March, it was a long month. It was, 31 days, but for me, I did not get to as many projects as I would have liked to, just because of time. And I believe it was like at the top of the month, I went on a trip, and then I had to do like 2 back-to-back sew-alongs. And after that, work really kind of picked up for me over at David's Bridal. So it was kind of hard for me to like get to certain things, but I was able to push out 4 projects. So let's recap. So from the top of the year, I told you guys that I would make 52 garments again this year. Last year, I made like 85. And this year I just said, hey, I'm going to do 52 garments again this year, 1 garment for each week. So far, I am on track still, and I have made a total of 14 garments for the year, and that leaves me with 38 garments left to make for the year. So I did start the month of March with McCall's pattern 8479. That is the wrap skirt sew along, and that is here on this channel, and it's on the Simplicity YouTube channel. And then I also did McCall's 8475, which both of these patterns are in the new McCall's collection, and they're on the Simplicity YouTube page, not the McCall's YouTube page, but the Simplicity one, and they're available here as well. And I love both of these patterns. Right now, I don't have anywhere to wear both of them. The orange skirt may have to wait for like early fall. And then the lined dress, it's on my short list for wedding guest dresses because I do have a wedding to go to in June. So, we'll see. The other thing I made was the seersucker jumpsuit. This is Me pattern 2063 by Brittany J. Jones. I just put out a pattern review for that one, and so you guys can hear all about my thoughts on this one. And not only did I do a pattern review, I was kind of like an overachiever with this pattern. I did a pattern review, and you guys actually see me working on this in my sewing vlog, my weekly vlog for the last one for the month of March. So there's lots of information about this specific pattern on this page that you guys can look at just to, hear my thoughts and whatnot. And then the last thing I made, which I actually posted yesterday on Instagram, it was the polo dress, the houndstooth polo dress, which that is Simplicity pattern 9740 by Me ME2053. And you guys, this pattern took me by surprise. Like, okay, how can I say this? I knew I wanted to do it in houndstooth, but everything else was like happy accidents. Like, okay, so one, this wasn't a happy accident, but one, we did oversleep and we missed church on Easter Sunday, but technology is great. You can watch things online, so we're good there. But also, I didn't finish my dress for Easter Sunday, so I just kind of did like a quiet sewing session for myself and just kind of, pretty much finished it on Sunday in my own time. I took breaks, I did what I wanted to do, and I finished it. Second thing was, you know how you're like really excited to pick up a pattern envelope, and then you realize you get the wrong pattern envelope? So I got the right pattern. That was the pattern I wanted, but I bought the wrong size group. So I bought the size group for 4 through 12. And I was like, and I didn't realize it until I was like, pieces were, I was about to cut it. Like I was committed. The fabric had been pre-washed. Like I was in it to win it by the time I actually realized that the pieces, the pattern was a size 12, or that the max that I could cut out was a size 12. So I cut the size 12, and I was like, we'll see. You know what I mean? And it turned out amazing. It turned out really nice. And yeah, this is something that I'm going to treasure for a very long time. You guys really liked it on Instagram. A few of you guys said that it gave you vintage vibes. I think overwhelmingly everyone liked the fit. I think everyone likes that it's a tighter fit than the looser fit. And like I said, that was more or less a happy accident. But it's great because, it's another perspective of that pattern. So it's just hanging up right over my shoulder there, but I'll be wearing it out somewhere, maybe to a hot date or something. You never know with the husband. Anyway, let's get into these April makes. I'm a little giddy tonight. I think I made apple nachos tonight, and I'm like probably hyped up on sugar or something right now. So excuse me, but I'm just super excited to get into my April sewing plans. So let me grab my box of plans, and let's get into this. Now, granted, some of these patterns I don't have yet because I did buy them online with simplicity.com. So they're on their way to my house, but I don't have them here. So I'm just going to put a little, like a little square up for you guys. So what I'm currently working on right now is Simplicity pattern 8594. Now, if this looks familiar to you, if you're like, why do I feel like she's already made this? It's because I did. I made this last year. I actually made it for my honeymoon, packed it, unpacked it on the cruise, and then never wore it. So that dress is still hanging up in my closet, but Joe and I, we actually have an award ceremony to go to on Saturday night. So I'm going to make this, but I'm actually going to use some mystery fabric that I got in the Fabric Mart box. It was the black garbadine, possibly suiting fabric, and we're going to be making view C. And I'm already recording a vlog for you guys for that. That way you guys can see that entire process. So stay tuned for that. All right. So I have this because, okay, this is a Walmart fabric cut that I bought months ago, right? But it's starting to get warmer outside, and that also means that I need more work clothes, because like a lot of my work clothes were like sweatshirts and like just like stretchy yoga pants and stuff like that, which is cool because I do a lot of like bending down and kneeling at work. But I do have this black accordion fabric, and it's 3 yards, and it's it would be cute, I think, if I made these into some pants, like some nice wide leg, like, I don't want to call them palazzo because that's not what they are, but they're like full length wide leg pants. And we can wear black with like a hint of color in it. This is more than a hint, but I know I could probably get away with it at my store. So just an idea. All right. The next thing is McCall's. Okay, hang on. McCall's 8358. I'm finally going to get into this Laura Ashley pattern, and I looked at the back of it, and I know that some of y'all have said like don't underestimate the amount of yardage that you need for this. And again, getting into my Walmart remnants or my Walmart bundles, I bought this I think the same night I bought the black fabric I just showed you, and this was several months ago. And this is a collective 8 yards of fabric, 8 yards of white fabric. So I'm thinking that'll be super cute, super like just flowy and grassy knoll type thing, like, you know, super springy, you know what I mean? I think that'll be great for the Laura Ashley dress, and I'll actually be able to put a dent in this stash. So yeah. So I did go out and I got some fabric, even though I'm kind of on like a pause as far as buying fabric. There are some exceptions to the rule, like when you just have a vision in your mind, you're like, I have to finish it this way. There's like no other way I can do it. So I want to make Lindsay's pants. This is Me pattern 2053, and the pants are kind of like a wide leg fit, I guess. They have multiple pleats on them, fly front zipper. They've got, is it faux welt? I'm not sure, but there are welt pockets on the back. There's even like a little baby pocket on the front here, belt loops, the whole shebang, right? And so I did get some. This is not as white as it comes up on the screen. It's probably more of like a eggshell, or maybe like closer to like a off-white. But it's a twill, and I want to make some like really pretty like white pants for the springtime. I think that'll actually be really, really nice. So yeah, stay tuned. The white pants, right? Let's like keep that going. And then I also want to do like a top with the white pants, and I haven't decided which top I want to do. And I know Lindsay's top is super pretty, but it would be too hot for me to wear this at this point. However, this would actually make a really great pattern for something in the fall or winter. But I am looking at this one right here and then this one with the buttons. I am leaning towards the one with the buttons, and here's why. I think it'll be easier to get in and out of this one. Not to say that like I'm gonna be trying to get in and out of it while I'm wearing it, but I looked at this one and it has a back zipper. And how can I say this? I really wish that like there was something where, I'm sure I could, but just to kind of simplify it for myself, like I wish I could put like a bra hook and eye thing back there. Like I think that would be a lot easier for me, especially someone with my size bust line. So with it being a zipper, I wouldn't call it discouraging. It's just more about how am I going to get into it by myself, right? Because that's a possibility. And then how hard may it be to get out of it at the end of the night or whatever. So I'm really considering this one because it has the button front. Just a thought, but who knows which one I'll pick. But I definitely want the top to go with the pants, if that makes sense. So there's two other patterns that I really want to make. Let me grab my list. I don't have the patterns here, but they will pop up on the screen. Me ME2072, this is Aronica's pattern. I'm actually trying to decide between 3 different fabrics. So since I haven't decided, I'm not going to show y'all the fabrics yet because I just want to make the decision on my own. I love you guys, but it's 3 fabrics and I just don't know yet. I don't know. It could go either way. It might even be 4 fabrics. It's too many choices. So we're going to let that cool down. We're going to put a pin in that one for a second. But the plan is to use one of those 4 fabrics to make Me pattern 2072. I just love that V-neck, that deep V-neck with the waistband, and then the fluffy skirt, not fluffy, but flowy skirt, and then the pants. I do recognize though that the V is very, very deep. And for someone with my size bust, I am actually going to consider putting a modesty panel in there some sort of way. So that's another, I wouldn't call it, it's another obstacle that I have to just try to figure out with that pattern. So 1, I do know I want to make it. 2, I do know that I want to include a modesty panel. And 3, there are 4 fabrics that I need to choose from. That's it. The next one is going to be Simplicity 9929. This is Mimi G's new jumpsuit pattern, or really it's like a lounge set. So you guys may remember when I got the fabric from Melanated, and I put up a side-by-side post in the community tab, and I said, which one do you think I should make? A lot of you guys said the 2-piece, and I think I am going to move forward with the 2-piece, but I don't think it's going to be how I thought it was going to look, like with the hoodie and like the little crop section. I actually really like the Mimi G set and make it into shorts. I don't know if you guys follow Catherine, who does her handle is Bringing Back Sewing, I think it is. Either way, she just posted this same exact pattern as shorts, and it just made me see it in a whole new light. So honestly, I think I am going to use that Kelly green fabric that I have from Melanated to make that set. Let me show you the Kelly green fabric, by the way. So just as a reminder, this is the fabric. It's a really nice, rich Kelly green. The way it pops up for screen on you is the way it looks like for me. I do have 3 yards of this. I think that'll actually be more than enough for this pattern, but we won't know until I get it. But either way, that's going to be the plan for that. Okay, so let's talk about Frocktails. So Frocktails is May 4th in Atlanta. I'll be going with one of my friends, Stacy, So Stacy, if you guys follow her. And the theme is florals. So I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. Excuse me, Nala. Anytime there would be like a formal event, whether it was being like a wedding guest or being at my own wedding or any of the other 2 previous Frocktails I've been to, making clothes that are like a little bit more like formal or cocktail kind of used to give me anxiety. And I think it's because I was always, I think it's like imposter syndrome, like almost like I can't do this, even though I know how to do this, right? And I think it's part of what stopped me from making my own wedding dress. And it's part of the reason why I would have anxiety around events like this. Well, since working at David's Bridal and since I'm around a lot of evening and formal wear a lot more now, and I understand and I see the construction more of a formal dress, all of that anxiety has gone away. And now I'm like rolling up my sleeves like, okay, let's do this. Because now I feel like I can flex those muscles. And it may sound weird, but it's all true. So I'm going to show you guys what I plan to make for Frocktails. And if you want a sewing vlog for this, let me know. All right, so the plan is to do Simplicity 9536. This is a vintage pattern. Also something that gives me anxiety, but if you look here, it says easy to sew. So I'm hoping it's easy to sew. But I love this this pattern. I think I may add the straps. And I think I'm actually going to leave off the pockets. I think the pockets are adorable, but for the fabric that I have chosen, it's not going to work. So let's get into this fabric. So actually, before we get into this fabric, can I tell you that I actually ordered swatches from Zloft Fabrics, and I hated all of them. And that was kind of like where I just stopped, because I was like, you know what? I don't really like these fabrics, and I already saw something locally that I really liked. So I did go to Hobby Lobby, and I know you guys are like, again with the Hobby Lobby, but you have to understand too that where I live, there is a bit of a fabric desert, craft desert, if you will. I have probably two in-person options, Joann's and Hobby Lobby. I didn't really see anything that I really liked at Joann's. Like, a lot of it was either overpriced or overwhelming, or just not like the vision that I had. So I found this fabric at Hobby Lobby. And to me, it doesn't matter where you get your fabric. If you could pull the look off and no one can really know where you got the fabric, that's even better. But let me show you guys what I got. So the theme is florals, and I chose this really pretty, like, light pink 3D flower fabric. I hope that's not too on the nose, but if it is, who cares? And fabric like this used to terrify me, and now I'm just like, yeah, I know what to do. So yeah, I got this. I think I got 4 or 5 yards of this actually. And look, I'm already covered in glitter. Like, this is going to be insane when I get into it. I also bought nude for the underlay, or yeah, for the bodice part of it, to cover it up, so I don't look naked, I guess you could say. So it might be like that a little bit. Then I bought some organza to layer this underneath, right? And I bought some tulle as well. I'm excited. And also, you guys, I'm like going full, I'm going there. I'm going all the way. I'm considering getting a petticoat from online. So you can get like the crinoline slip dresses, petticoats, slip dresses, all the same thing. I'm considering getting one of those for this. I told you I'm going there. So anyway, I'm excited. I'm going to work on this like little by little each week. And like I said, if you're into it, if you want to see the vlog for this, just let me know. If you don't want to see it, I might still make the vlog for it. That's just how excited I am about it. But yeah. All right, you guys, I want to thank you so much for stopping by tonight. Now, if you like this video and want to see more, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you're not following me already on other social media channels, you can follow me at Raven Maureen on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. See you guys next time. Bye.